I don't even want to make a video on this. I'm just like exhausted. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to argue with people about it anymore because nothing happens and it's just a waste of energy. Good morning, or should I say good evening. It's 4 p.m. Saturday, December 4th. I had some friends I haven't seen in like 2 years in town last night, so I'm a little hungover. I just woke up, and I don't know what it is with this trend, but I keep waking up, and these guys just keep, like, is it April Fools? They just keep tweeting dumb-ass shit. They're changing more things in the wilderness. Additional safe areas, anti-skull tricking mechanics. This is good. In the near future, we'll be updating the Rev Slayer Cave and the Superior. Sick, but if it's all safe, then it's all for nothing. Like, look at the replies. There's not a... you will be hard-pressed to go in these comments and find a single positive reply, dude. And, like, literally, they're all the fucking pillars of the PvP community. I mean, Dino... Nobody wants this. I don't get it, man. It genuinely, at this point, feels like they're intentionally trying to kill PvP. Like, I don't know. Nobody wants this shit. Oh, that's good, Jake. But, like, Frame doesn't want it. Like, we already have a way to fucking not skull. There goes Magebank skull tricking for real. This is actually depressing, Bellis. Psych about to riot. I mean, look, man, like, removing skull tricking is what it is. Like, I don't think we need to. There's already an option that makes it so you can't skull. Like, there's quite literally already a mechanic in the game that keeps you from skulling. But, like, more safe zones? Like, what does that even mean, man? Like, what does that even mean? If you want to see my opinions on how we actually revive the wilderness, I have another video that kind of explains how we can fix it, but they won't ever fix it. The wilderness is dead because there are no rewards. There are no rewards worth doing in the wilderness other than a dragon pickaxe and, like, Ring of the Gods and revs. Like, but these things are archaic. They're old. You don't risk anything anywhere else in the game anymore at all. If you die at Verzik, you pay 100k. If you die at Vorkath, you pay 100k to get your shit back. And these things all shit money into the ecosystem. 4 mil, 4 mil an hour, 4 mil an hour, 7 mil an hour. They just shit out loot, alkables, and things that drive the economy down. They shit out noted drops, which ruin skilling. But this is not the problem. Like, that is a problem in itself. But the point is, the wilderness used to be the best place for GP per hour, raw GP per hour, but it had the most risk. Now we've taken all the reward out of the wilderness by buffing everything else in the game. And not only have we done that, but we've also removed all the risk from it. So you can't die and lose your items while you're doing it anymore. So no items ever leave the game. Ever. At all. There's no item sinks. And the GP per hour you can make in the wilderness has just gone down and down and down throughout the years, and they just don't add anything. They add safe zones and skull PK skull prevention. Like, dude, this is already that. You can turn hidden attack options off. Babifying the game. I don't like the direction we're heading for, and fear the future. Like, Jagex, do you see this? Every single one of your content creators who bring hundreds and millions of views to your game think that all the moves you're making are bad and dumb, and you just don't listen. Like, to get more people in the wilderness and to make it better, you don't make it safer and less risky. You need to make it more money and even more risky. The point is, you can't make it less likely for you to die there. Because at the end of the day, dying is still punishing because the people aren't getting good enough rewards. People don't want to go to the wilderness to kill Callisto for 2 Ranar seeds and then die for 300k because they have to bring decent gear to kill it. You need to make it so everything is worth a lot of money. And then, like, you have the brain dead side of the Reddit community who are like, stop trying to lure PVMers in the wilderness. Like, no, that is not what we're doing. No one's getting lured anywhere. The point is, if you're making 4 mil per hour GP, or you're killing a boss, even if it's on an Iron Man that is giving you really good supplies and resources and drops, it won't be as punishing when you die to a team. And, like, don't even get me started on adding singles plus all over the map. It doesn't fix anything. Like I said, there's still no rewards. So you're just making it so the one thing that people still do and enjoy doing with their friends, PKing together and fighting other groups of players and falling in whenever someone might be low, or, you know, navigating a focus to whoever's risking the most and mapping your escape out if you're the one getting teamed. Like, I get clanned all the time on stream. I tank teams every day. Part of the wilderness is having that skill, having that experience. Okay, I'm south of Altar, but I'm only on 7 brews. Like, I'm at 36 wilderness. It's probably too far to run to KBD gates. If I get fold, I'm going to have to try and make it all the way to Rev Caves and get a free EZD, or my friend's going to have to box me. If it's a half, and there's not that many of them, I can probably just run around Ankus, and it'll hit them off. Maybe I can brew down an X-Log on one. Or I could go in and out of the Rev Cave entrance and stall some time there, because there's a tick stall whenever you go in and out of the cave. All of that is gone. There's no variety anymore, ever, anywhere in the wilderness. If singles plus is everywhere, it doesn't matter how many people are there. You'll just freeze, hug, and log out. And while that sounds like it's easier for PVMers, it's not. Noobs are still going to get smoked. Noobs are going to get fucking bodied harder than they have before, because clanning is way more prevalent in singles plus. Maybe not more prevalent, but it can be abused. It's way more strong in singles plus, in my opinion. In singles, a good clan gets on you, they have to be coordinated. If you know what you're doing and the team is uncoordinated, you can tank them. In singles plus, yeah, all you have to do is get a freeze and hug, but it's still like that. To me, it's such an RNG element. Ditter will argue and say I'm a shit noob, and when it comes to singles plus, I kind of do suck at singles plus. But my point is, noobs are gonna suck, and they're not gonna come to the wilderness, because when they get clanned in singles plus, it's not gonna be 10 Mystic noobs from Alter Multi. It's not gonna be Psych with fucking Shrew New Zed getting specced out by an Anku in the focus and Whitey clawing his own teammate. No, it's gonna be like Abos Frontline, GSG. It's gonna be these people with fucking 5 elite maxers who know exactly what they're doing in max mage def, and they're still going to fall in on you and spec trade you. And you're not going to be able to run into NPCs for help. You're not going to be able to run in and out of caves for help. You're going to be able to do anything. You're going to have to freeze hug. And if you're a noob with an Aram staff and Mystic, you're not going to catch a freeze on his full armor. You're just not. So you're still going to get clanned. It doesn't prevent clanning at all. One other thing I forgot to mention in this first clip too is that in the open wilderness, if you're with a clan and you come in like Bugatti, Crystal, if you're with a clan in the open wilderness now and you want to come in really good focus, Crystal, Arcane, Ancestral Claws, all this stuff, you still have to know that in the back of your mind, if another clan is out there lurking and you're on a bait, you might have to tank a team in that setup. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a really good DPS setup with the Bofa now, because the Bofa is meta, Bofa is OP as fuck. It's good. It's a good balance between being squishy, but also being able to output a bunch of DPS. In singles plus, you don't have to worry about ever having to take a clan in that. So the teams will always be in the best DPS. And they don't have to worry about a team falling in on them anymore, because they will just get a freeze hug because they're skilled enough to do it. In the current wilderness, they at least have to think, maybe I could get hit in this. It just adds even more power to a singles team. It actually makes them stronger, believe it or not. I already have videos that address all this, but they'll never watch it. Or if they do, they will just directly counter it. It's just... I don't even know why I'm recording this right now. Like, I probably won't even upload this. I have no idea. But what I'm trying to say is, the way you fix shit is add more rewards. Yeah, you get clanned in the wilderness. Cry about it. It's a part of the fucking game. A coordinated group of players with good gear deserve to have an advantage over a solo newbie PKer. That is how it works. It's an MMO. It's a multiplayer game. We've driven everybody into Iron Man scape now, and no one wants to fucking make friends. If you go look at the first videos on my channel, you will see videos of me as a Mystic shitter noob getting owned every day. I would log into RuneScape and die all the time. I lost loot all the time. I barely made any money. But that's how you have to learn. The point is, if the rewards are good enough, you can afford to learn. You can afford to die. You can afford to die every other trip because you're making a couple 100K passively from the activities in the wilderness, or you're getting good XP. It's worth it. Right now, it's not worth it. You go out on your 1 mil set. If you're a noob and you die, you probably didn't make much because there's nothing out there. There's nothing to profit. You need to make it so every level of the food chain is benefiting. The PVMer is making money from the activity. The newbie solo PKer is making money because he occasionally kills the PVMer. The good PKer is killing the newbie PKer, and he might smite his +1 once in a while. The shit teams are killing the good PKers because there's more of them and they can get a focus. The good teams are killing the bad teams because there's more of them and they're better at the game. It all boils down, but at the same time, every level of the ecosystem is making profit because of the activities that you need to add there. The Revenant boss, I have high hopes for. It would be sick. But you need to add stuff outside of the Rev Cave. Add a Slayer Cave under Mage Bank with really good loot. Add roaming, high-tiered revs east of Scorpia so people can go kill it there. I would revive the whole North Wildy. People would kill the revs over there and they'd run to Mage Bank to bank. People would be doing Slayer there. Teams would camp Mage Bank, killing the PVMers returning. There would be solo PKers killing them. People trying to skull trick on the web. That's a whole other ecosystem. Skull tricking is not... You shouldn't be able to go to the wilderness with 3 super OP items with no chance of skulling. That's busted. Why is that fair? I don't know. I'm just ranting. I literally just woke up and I'm hungover, but like... This is just probably going to be a low effort upload just to express my opinions on it. I don't even know if it's already been 12 minutes of recording, but I just don't know. If you don't agree with me and you don't believe me, go stroll through this comment section and I promise you, you will find a PKer, PVMer, PK streamer, somebody that you like and watch, and they will probably be disagreeing with this update as well. It is just so dumb, man. It's so dumb. Fuck. Well, I don't know what else to tell you guys other than, GG. It's been real. It's been fun. But it hasn't been real fun. Jagex, you are probably one of the only game devs who single-handedly, personally kill their game time and time again. You don't listen to your community. You don't listen to the people who generate you hundreds of thousands of views. That's about all I got, man. I don't know if it's a lack of funding or people at the top who have the funding don't let you guys do what you want, or if it's just pure negligence. It's pretty wild that it's gotten to this point. You guys just really have no idea what you're doing at all with your game. Like, and if you would just, the thing is, if you would just open your ears and just listen to what the community has to say, we could turn it around. We could have turned it around, but you've driven everyone away now. With tweets like this and updates like this, the OGs, the people who really create communities and get people to play the game, like in PvP, they're all gone. No one plays anymore. My Discord is one of the only active groups of players who PK anymore. There's very few groups of PKers who still go out every day and play this game because there's no rewards and there's nothing bringing people to the game anymore. So peace out. You guys suck, and hopefully once everyone's done playing your game and all that's left are the same people who are addicted to grinding endgame EHP, you will realize how badly you fucked up.